And welcome back. We're going to continue our discussion today for a couple of questions on permanent waving. Now, I can already hear the groans and moans. Okay, nobody likes perms. Nobody likes doing them. Nobody likes how they smell. We didn't like them back when I went to school, but we did 5 or 6 every day because it was the style. Styles come and go. You never know what's going to come in 5 years. Okay, but I will tell you what didn't go is all the questions on the exam. The State Board exam asks just as many perm questions today as they did 30 or 40 years ago. They haven't moved with the times at all. So you should well anticipate 5, 6 permanent wave questions. Now here's a couple of the typical things. They're going to ask you, here's a question. It says, ammonium thioglycolate perms should be used with what kind of wrapping? Tension, no tension, medium tension, or ammonium thioglycolate is not used in perming? Well, that is a nonsense answer. Ammonium thioglycolate is the most common chemical used in perming. Ammonium thioglycolate, sometimes called ATG, often called thio, and sometimes called cold wave. It's all the same thing, and you will see all those words. Ammonium thioglycolate, thio, Thio, ATG, and cold wave. Now, here's what happens. Ammonium thioglycolate is an alkaline product, 7.0 to 9.6 pH. As an alkaline product, it swells your hair up. If you wrap the person's hair very tightly in the perm rods, when the hair begins to swell up, it can't swell up where the rubber band is. So what happens is it breaks. It's the principal cause of breakage during a permanent wave. Wrapping it too tightly, because the hair swells up with an ammonium thioglycolate perm, then it's trapped, it can't swell around the rubber band, so it just snaps and breaks off. And when the person is screaming and yelling and crying because they've got hair this long all over their head when it used to be this long, saying, oh, don't worry, it'll grow, never makes them feel better. I've tried it. It doesn't really work. The question is very simple. Ammonium thioglycolate perms should be wrapped using what kind of tension? No tension, medium tension, high tension. They should be wrapped using medium tension. You don't want them too loose. They move around and cause a lot of breakage also. You don't want them too tight. Now, the other kind of perm is a true acid wave. A true acid wave doesn't swell the hair at all, so you want to wrap it with tension. Now, the true acid wave also requires heat, and there's a very typical State Board exam question. What type of perm requires heat to process? The true acid wave. And the true acid wave has a pH between 4.5 and 7, and it processes under a hot dryer. So you've got a couple of questions on the true acid wave. pH between 4.5 and 7, requires heat to process, and you roll it with tension. Ammonium thioglycolate, mild tension, true acid wave, high tension. Now, a third and final thing on this topic of perms. The question says, coarse and or gray hair is best wrapped using what type of tension? What type of tension is best used in wrapping coarse or gray hair? And they tell you high tension. You're going to want to wrap the hair with a fairly high tension because it's coarse, it's resistant, it's not going to fall into line easily. Okay? So coarse or gray hair is wrapped using, they like the expression firm tension. So when you see the question on your test about what tension is used for coarse and or gray hair, you say firm tension. Now that's going to finish us up today with perms. Those of you who really want to make sure you walk out of the test with the passing grade and the license, you want to get your hands on our book. Okay? It has every question and answer on the test. If you have any questions, give us a call, 760-534-4434. Our materials are available in English and Spanish. We have Spanish-speaking telephone operators standing by to help you if you don't speak English well. If you want to visit us online, www.cosmetologystateboardexam.com.